Hello? 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 Good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, good evening, everybody. Good evening. Good evening, everyone. This is Kieth Dragonflame, and welcome once again. And I'm currently gonna do my stream today. And sooner or later, maybe on Friday, because yep, we're gonna be discussing for today. But before that, we'll be doing some grinds at the moment. Let me do my dailies in Genshin Impact, and then we'll proceed to Pokemon Masters EX. 4 Master Sync pairs in anniversary units. Think Arceus, man. Like, think Arceus, man. So, let's see, we can connect here. Oh yeah! Oops. Let me do dailies and then do some grinding for Vesna materials, because I got some leaks from it. Anyway. Oh my gosh, it's still loading? Come on, man. I don't know if we would have events today. Okay. Okay, Ningguang is giving us a birthday treat. Mawika's birthday treat, I can't wait. Oh yeah, it's on Friday. Dude, I think I'm gonna be making my mom jealous if I'm gonna sing a happy birthday to Mawika. Oh my gosh! Imagine you greet a happy birthday to your favorite Archon, and then suddenly your mom get upset and says, "Why you didn't sing it for me?" You know what I'm saying? Anywho, let's do something for something Vesna. What music will I'm gonna be playing today? Of course, not gonna be the. Okay, I think we need to Holoska Nyko Edge. Because of course, Sneshnaya. Because why not? Oh, oops, that's the nighttime. Ah, this one, the day one. Okay. I'm pretty sure we're gonna be having. There's gonna be a commercial break there. If I see another Genshin Impact ad containing Odette, Farina, Ayaka, and Skirk, I might be upset because I think might be this was the way Hoyoverse is rage baiting me. So I'm gonna be using the obligatory non-practical melt team. Yeah. My arch nemesis is here. just poke fun out of it. Okay, what if I start with Arlecchino, then we could use Mawikin, then Sit Lolly, then Escoffier. Let me try that. I think that would be the way. Yeah, that works. Then we're gonna... Okay, let's go to the to our train. How about I could spend some... Dude. Okay, I decided I'm gonna be spending some resin here. Just 3. Because I'm going all in for doing anything for Vesnamats. Okay, I want to try something weird and funny. Let's do stellar stuff. What if I try with Inefa and then... Let's see Cloran. I know! Hey, at least Cloran is kind of versatile. Doesn't restrict on... just specific niche reactions though. Unlike Fluence and some incoming Electro DPS character that needs to set up, that needs a specific reaction. Even though they're not great, I got to admit, And I can still say that I think it is. I'm just average with stellar conduct, to be honest. Let's go with that. Dance, my lady. Honestly, I think I should switch DPS. What about me? That would be fun. Okay, let's try it out. Time for the traveler to enter the fray. If the rumored leak says that Donica is gonna be the best Electro character for best support Electro character for Stellar Conduct, then that would be good. Protagonist power! Oh yeah, speaking of which, I want to state some rants, okay? I think, but before that, I would like to confirm whenever we're gonna be talking about Genshin Impact and the leaks and stuff. From now on, I'm gonna be taught from now on, I would refer some leak stuff as data mines to from now on. Wanna know why? Because here's the kicker. I mean, here's the thought. Here's the thing, I should say. Do you see some videos or some rumors in your community that you've been saying that there's gonna be, oh my gosh, a free limited 5-star character that is an outdated version? The old limited 5-star characters? I know, right? It's unbelievable. And these players can take anything with a grain of salt nowadays. I think it's best to know if to trust official releases. Leak is just leak without basis. Data mines is just, for data mine is basically the most confirmed information. So, and the bottom line is, don't rely on some so-called leaks that are yet to be true. Always take it with a grain of salt. Because you'll be disappointed at the end. And what are you gonna do if the free old limited 5-star character selector is not true? What are you gonna do? Cry me a river on Google Classroom? It's 2026. Of course Hoya is not gonna do something unless they want to. It's best to check to trust official releases. Always stick to official releases. Wanna know why? Because you'll be lead to disappointment if you're gonna go deep and believe it on to make it true. I mean, look what happened on 6.6, right? The rumored, oh my gosh, free oh my gosh, we're gonna get oh my gosh. Lohan is going to be a standard 5-star character. And look what happened. He's a limited 5-star. Like, come on. Can't you read the room? And you know that it's Hoya we're talking about. There's no generosity for them because you don't know if they'll do it or not. And like I said, always stick to official information. Because if you're gonna be believing on the trust me bro side of player base, of course you'll end up in disappointment. I mean, why would you trust a stranger that who gives you an info that sounds promising, but you'll end up disappointed as well? Those are basically Trojan horse type factions or people on the internet. They may be trustworthy, but they'll end up stabbing you in the back. So for now, I'm only gonna be hyping up or overhyping the so-called free limited 5-star character selector. Then I'll go all in for that. Come to think of it, I think Layla would work for a shielder. I haven't built my Layla yet. So yeah. And I haven't built Chi-Chi, to be honest.
Oh?
It's the Drushna. I'm looking for Stellar Swirl in this game. That's why I can't wait to pull for Vesna. Yeah, even though I already have Wanderer, even though Voyanista is also a good support, I want to go for the sword character. For the shiny new toy. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, people says that why there's a chance that people saying that the Saritsa is gonna be a pure main DPS and her support capabilities only unlock in constellations. Like, it's like breaking the status quo of every Archons. Can she also do support stuff as well? Yeah, it's the reason why I kind of pull Odette, so that I would have an extra slot for stellar reactions. Boom. Let's go up here. And then Odette. Boom! Very, very nice. Yeah, very, very cool. Very, very nice. You know what I'm saying? Fundamentally speaking, there's a difference between snow and rain. Yet people praise about the latter. The previous, or I should say, it can be duly that arbitrary. Former, I should say. Hey, man, I haven't been meaning Wonder for a long time. Okay, I wonder what. I wonder which. I'm wondering which. How, or should I say? I'm wondering how Darman's. How Darman's Genshin sponsored video is gonna be like once the Sarisa's banner is gonna be available. Is it gonna be on Christmas? I won't be surprised that it's gonna be on Christmas. If there's gonna be a Genshin sponsored video during Christmas. I mean, Sashnaya is the land of cryo. Of course, there's gonna be it's gonna be Christmas themed.
Come no closer.
Ho ho ho! Advance Merry Christmas.
Impossible.
And remember my stupid theory about the Eye of Grey's conscious, the Eye of Grey has something related to the Saritsa's husband. It's been debunked. Eye of Grey is related to the first Cryo Archon, the Belly Tsar. Imagine if it's the rumors, or imagine if the Eye of Grace basically contains the consciousness, mind and consciousness of the first Cryo Archon, the Billy Tsar, and says, "I will have a journey with you," and then suddenly he witnessed to go into clash with his successor, which is the Saritsa, which is Anastasia, and says, "You need to stop her. You need to talk sense to her."
How could this be?
And that Saritsa talk no jutsu. Shenanigans is gonna be tougher than I'm gonna do. Coffee. Maxwell House. I used to drink Maxwell House when I was a elementary child. Hello, Saritsa's lackeys. Let's dance. Okay, next over here. And of course, I'm not gonna farm yet. Excuse me.
Looking for trouble?
Let's dance.
You wanna fight? Let's go.
Stellar Swirl, the cooler cousin. Stellar Swirl, the cooler cousin of Bloom. Hi! Arito dyan! Naito! Get it? Cause cool as in cool as ice and Stellar Swirl is Animo and Cryo reaction. Okay, I'm out. And by the way, I watched some of I watched a little bit of Shin Revolver's um Genshin video where he's doing Snatchnaya stuff. Yeah, it's been a long time seeing Shin Revolver, to be honest. Like for a month. Man, or was that place filled with those fake hair, with those face?
Come no closer. By my command. Impossible. Impossible.
Okay. Okay, if I get this. In Mondstadt, we faced the normal enemies that we faced are mostly the Haley Churls and the bandits. And of course the Fatui. Then we also those mostly Haley Churls and the Fatui and the bandits, if I recall correctly. Okay. We're gonna enter to that scene. That's good. Okay. Then in Leeway, same thing.
Taste my arrows.
Bounty's not yet end. It's not the end. Same thing, I guess, for Leeway. Unless I missed something. And then at Inazuma, we faced the samurai faction, which is the Kairagis. The Kairagi. And some rogue samurais. Some Ronin. And then at Sumeru, we faced the Eremites and the fungi. Then in Fontaine, we faced the Gardamex and some Fatui operatives. And some... I forgot those kind of enemies in the underwater. Well, the good thing that I know, like most common enemy that we face in Fontaine are, besides the Hilichurls and the Fatui, and of course the Treasure Orders, are the Gardemex. Then in Natlin, we faced the tribes, Natlinese warriors. Who's gonna do it for Natlin? They also faced the I forgot those kinds of enemies in the abyss. Oh yeah, we also faced Saurians as well. Yeah, I can't believe we've been slaying innocent the Saurians, cute Saurians. I mean, can you blame me that I need to farm for that I need them to farm for materials for level ups and weapons? Kinda hypocritical if you ask me. I'm such a hypocrite. Then in Nodcry, we face Enhance some Fatui, and yes, some lunar creatures and the like. Yeah, that's one thing I can only recall. Okay, I won't touch Sneshnaya tech because we're proceeding to and now in Seshnaya, we're facing some monsters and some Fae. The monsters and the Fae. Might put me on disarray. I like the rhyme. Okay. After this, what was that? And those bees. You need to tend to avoid them because... Oh yeah, I do need to beat them. When I need to level up myself, my mats. Too bad I'm leveling up for Odette and Vesna. I'm just prioritizing Vesna at this point. And speaking of Vesna, confirmed data mine leaks is that data mine that there is a four-star gotcha weapon. It's a crit damage stat stick that is beneficial for stellar reactions. How do you know?
The hard way.
Hard way that is.
You win.
Ready to taste my kiss? Come on, curse you!
Gotta.
Who's next? I think no one. I think coast is clear. I think those are the glimmer shards for both Odette and Vesna. Okay. Gotta go back to the train. Okay, maybe on Friday, we're gonna be I'm gonna be going stop doing stuff in Natlan. Unless there's still more, there's still more, there's this guy. Okay. Wanna get your butt kicked? You Faye?
Looking for trouble?
You're the one who's looking for trouble. By the way, yeah, if you're wondering, my Odette is wielding the Black Cliff sword as a stat stick. And I'm using the golden trope. Don't get upset if I'm using the golden trope. And yeah, I haven't crowned her yet. It was gonna be on Monday. Okay. Are there more Fae here? But there are more Fae here in this area. So that I could proceed to discussing the four Master Sync pairs. Oh, there you are.
Huh? Who goes there? Ready to take... Come on, curse you!
You win this one.
And another good thing about Stellar Swirl, you got a temporary jump buff. Where you can jump very higher.
You wanna fight? Let's go. Whoa. Whoa.
Now we're going back to the train. Odeti, odata, da 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 da. Okay. Uh, we'll convert one. Of course, I'm gonna be waiting for that. Then I'm gonna be converting everything here to the gold ones. I could do this another time in Saturday. All I need is, let me check this out. My phone. Let me see. Okay. Okay, I do need 114 and then 63, then 9. 114 or 115. That would be good. Okay, and that would be. As for the. Not the Mirror Maidens ones. As for the ethereal Chris ethereal stones, we need to have 131. I do the math, then I'll convert everything to how many ones does she needs? 129. Okay. I think we'll take 74. Let's take 75. The thing is, she and Odette are gonna share. Like literally. Not really. Okay, 60. 65. And then I'll give the remaining 48. Let's give it 49. Can still collect more. Okay. We're done converting. And yeah, remember when I'm gonna say we're gonna be proceed to Pokemon Masters EX discussions. And remember when I said always take always take the always take the rumored old outdated limited 5-star character selector with a grain of salt. Don't take it seriously. Believe it, it's not real. It's best to believe official releases, official information. And yes, and those ones that you have about Vesna and Voyanista, those are data mines. Ooh, Persona 4 Revival gameplay. But it's not today that we're going to be discussing. Okay. I think we're going to be. Okay, I'm going to be playing Pokemon Music through Incognito. I don't want to see anti-pro Pokemon propaganda on my feeds. Okay. Pokemon Legends. ZA Trainer Battle Team. ZA Roy. ZA Royal Battle Team. Royal Trainer Team. I think we'll take the extended version. Oh my gosh, it's the commercial. Uptide! Are you surprised? Okay, I think we're ready for this one. So hang on. Okay, I would like to say thank you to Absolutely and Bri for the info of the incoming sync pairs. Just so you know that I'm gonna be confirming you that I'm currently have 27, 26, and soon to be 27 gems. So, without further ado, it's time for the discussion. Okay, let's start first with, I think could be the least, but I don't say this is the worst, but this is the stronger option. But I rank it 4 because it's not my highest priority. Of Master Sync pairs, of course. So, number 4 rank is Champion Dawn and Palkia. With the Origin form. Yeah, the Palkia that looks like a centaur but refused to give him arms. Why? So we got new Champion Dawn. She is now the current best dragon type special DPS in the game. She's a special strike sync pair with an EX roll of field, which means after you use your sync move, you can set up Dragon Zone. It's expected that the Pokemon with only weak against Dragon gains a new weakness, which is Fairy type, thanks to Gen 6. So no Arm Centaur Palkia. And are you wondering... Okay, have you been wondering when did she get the Palkia? Is it through... I bet it's gonna be through Hoopa, or maybe Cyrus gave up. Says, you know what? Fine. It's incomplete. It doesn't go along with me. You can take the dragon. I know with your stupid bonds it will be strong. It doesn't do so for me. Oh boy. I won't be surprised if Cyrus is going to give away his Palkia to Dawn. Yeah, speaking of Cyrus, we're beginning Team Galactic variety units. The sad thing is, I don't prioritize those unless if it's a ticket, I'll take it. So, let's discuss with her kit. And this is what their stats looks like. 652. So, congratulations, Dawn. You finally carried the torch of Sinisuit Serena. And speaking of Serena, we're gonna be talking about her later. Okay. New Champion Dawn is indeed a special attacker. A special dragon type DPS. When you 6-star EX her and unlock her when you 6-star EX her and reach her to level 200, her stats is gonna be at around 600. 652 to be precise. Now, let's go talk about the passive skills. Chess Sinnoh Shining Pearl is definitely a flag bearer for improved version of flag bearer with the built-in passive that can increase again a special move up next effect by 2 ranks when someone has been setting up a circle. Like circle, sure it's decent, but honestly, let's be real. I think it's better if it hits for one time. Maybe increase special move up next effect by 1 if you hit every time. I don't know. Then she has total control of space, a built-in drag and drop zone, a debut Sinnoh Circle special Sinnoh Circle on field, and of course the debut special attack stat by 6. Because we know the standard of every DPS sync pair is needed attack or special attack stat to be maximized by 6 stat ranks. With the exception of Anniversary Florian and others. Unless if you're Anniversary Florian, you can refresh your MP of the trainer move by 1 after use. Then she has Stabilize Space, which has Dragon Zone Extension 5, which would be benefit for Dragon Zone setters. And she also has Sinnoh Circle Special Extension 5 for Sinnoh Circle. And yes, the obligatory Permacrit passive known as E moves and S moves crit, also known as which I could call permanent crit. Permacritical, I should say. And she has shared positivity. So this one uses the MP for the user's Lumberry by 1 and powers up its sync moves when it uses its sync move. So it's rely on using a Lumberry. Can it also need to have a special effect as well, like after he uses sync move, and if the user has a status condition or an interference like trap, confusion, and lynch, it could use the effect of Lumberry. I don't get it. I feel like this would be the one that I would be pulling for a rerun. Because of course, we can't have a 4 times multiplied of 36.6k gems unless if you're a spender or you've been saving for the 7th anniversary, with skipping a lot of the good stuff. And then you got New Champion Dawn's Lucky Cookie Double Down 4, which is focusing on dragon type weak stages. And yes, these are your Tower Lucky Cookie, the obligatory for Strike Sync pairs, the obligatory Super Duper Effective 5, Critical Strike 3, or Strong Start 2. Okay, now let's talk about their moves. I'm surprised it's called Shining Pearl Dragon Pulse. I was expecting the spatial rend, because you know, that's the one that Palkia mostly uses. Okay, anyway. In 1 out of 5, it's a 350 base power move. When you 5 out of 5 new Champion Dawn, it would be 420. Okay, do not do with the memes, no. 420, no, don't do it. It's not suitable for young audiences. Okay. Its activation condition is a maximized special attack stat. And its deactivation condition, it will never be deactivated. My favorite deactivation condition cannot be deactivated. I mean, let's be real. We want spammable buddy moves. Like, buddy moves are essentially the strongest version. And yes, it hits all opposing sync pairs. But have you noticed something? Why there's no extend range effect? Maybe for balancing reasons. Maybe it's too overpowered for them. By the way, Shining Pearl Dragon Pulse will always gonna hit, regardless of evasion. And it has the ability to lower all of the target's special defense by 2 stat ranks, which means it can melt the special defense of your target. Oh boy. I'm sorry about that. Well, I'm basically in the zone, to be precise. And yeah, the second move is Lumberry. Except, if you notice that shared positivity is an ammunition for new Champion Dawn's sync move. Unless you want to use it to cure herself from status conditions or your allies. And then you got Ideal World Spatial Rend. 600, it deals 600 power in 1 out of 5, and 5 out of 5, 720. And strangely, it only hits one opponent. That's weird. Okay, when your opponent uses the sync, when the user, okay, when after Dawn uses and Palkia uses her sync move, this move is gonna activate. This will guarantee gonna hit, and it's gonna deal crits. And the most interesting thing is that when using Ideal World Spatial Red, it's gonna reduce the sync move countdown to the maximum of 9 for 1 time. As in, after you let Dawn and Palkia uses their sync move, once this activates and then use the buddy move, you're instantly going to be using the sync move, which is going to be ridiculously good. I don't know if you can hear me, but sorry if I buffer a lot. Hang on. Like, jeez, I think I was super duper loud. But it's okay. At least. And you know what's Okay, back to the discussion. And you know what's interesting? Maximum sync move up next effect. Okay. 1 out of 5 new champion Dawn. Okay, after you're using sync move and share positivity as an ammunition, the Lomberry will be reduced by 1 as an ammunition, and then use Ideal World Spatial Rend. It will reduce the sync move by 9. Sync move countdown by 9. And then new champion Dawn and new champion Dawn's sync move of next effect will be 10 ranks. Then use the sync move again with the Lomberry effect, ammunition via shared positivity. Boom! Strong. And of course, her sync move, her trainer move, Glorious Control of Space. It will apply to them the super effective up next effect that will be benefit against dragon type weak stages. It increase most of the time. New champion Dawn and Palkia would benefit the users. The special move up next effect increase of 3, and the enduring effect. And their sync move is called Shining Space Creation Spatial Rend. Hits everything, hits all opponents if you 6-star EX them, since they're a strike sync pair. And with their EX roll, they can set up Dragon Zone. Now let's talk about their sync grids. Oh boy. Now let's talk about the passive skills. They have Daunt. In 1 out of 5, you're only gonna have access to Dauntless and Unflappable. And then when you 2 out of 5 new champion Dawn, you will power up. You will have Draconic Sync 4 during a Dragon Zone, a Circle Attack Move Damage Reduction 2 to mitigate the damage from attacks under a circle, Sync Move Boost 3 debut every time new champion Dawn and Palkia enters the battle. The Circle HP Recovery 1, where they can restore a slight of their HP of their own in a circle. And of course, the Draconic Acceleration 2. During Dragon Zone, the move gauge is going to be increased. Move gauge charging time will be increased. Benefits: 3 out of 5. First aid 4 when in a pinch. Rain Power to increase the sync move even further, especially with shared positivity and the effects of the sync move up next effect to maximum 10 ranks via buddy move, which is going to be too strong. And of course, you got the first berry MP0 restore berry MP1. So which means when you have this in 3 out of 5, new champion Dawn is gonna reload some more berries. Once the once the Lumberry goes to 0. And yes, new champion Dawn has a DPS multiplier under Dragon Zone. P moves and S moves 3, which can increase Palkia's attacks under Dragon Zone. And yes, in this one, in the passive skill, 5 out of 5 passive skill, no chance of losing, which is a built-in Head Start 3 and debut sync move boost 5. Whoa! Imagine if Dawn is your favorite character, you'll definitely gonna be benefiting this. For the move effect of the grid skill move effect, the move effect grid skill, you got the move gauge refreshed by 2-9 for Shining Pearl Dragon Pulse. This is a good passive skill. But you can charge the move gauge by 2 when this move hits successfully. And you've got Ideal Worlds. You got first hit Sinnoh Circle special on field. Every time you use Ideal World Spatial Rend. And it's gonna set up the Sinnoh Circle. For one time. And yes, you also have first hit Dragon Zone for Ideal World's Spatial Rend. They'll set up Dragon Zone. And at the same time, you have the first move restore MP1. Wow. And I gotta say, Neo Champion Dawn is a menace. She's indeed carrying the torch of Signisit Serena as the current best special dragon type DPS in the game. And last but not the least, in 4 out of 5, you got the move Dragon Zone and Sinnoh Circle special on field. Where for her trainer move Glorious Control of Space, where new champion Dawn can set up Dragon Zone and Sinnoh Circle at the same time. This is really good. And I rank her number 4 for this. Okay, if I might be getting new champion Dawn, this would be my grade for now for 1 out of 5, which is basic. Of course, it's common knowledge, I should say. Let's go for 2 out of 5. I think this would... Sorry about that. This would be my kit would look like. Dauntless, don't forget that. Dragonic Sync. Okay, Dragonic Acceleration. Unflappable, Circle Attack. More defense, I should say. 11 to go, okay? This one is focused on Circle proficiency. Despite... Yeah, new champion Dawn has a lot of defense buffs. Now for... If 3 out of 5, this is what it looks like. Okay, so I'll take this. And this one. Ideal World, Special Rend. I'll take this one. Dragon Zone. That's a lot. Brain Power if I want to. Okay. This one. Yeah, I won't get the good stuff though. This one is technically a forward to me. And same thing for Dauntless. And yeah, this would be my 3 out of 5 if I'm gonna be pulling for Neo Champion Dawn. Or if I'd be pulling for her on her, I guess, rerun. If we won't be getting a Dragon type Mega Zygarde, which we should, to be honest. Okay, I think this would be different if we go 4 out of 5. I think it's a nah. Yeah, it's a nah. It's a nada. Bama. Okay, what about if we 5 out of 5? Yeah, it's kinda suck. Oof. Oof. Yeah, it's gonna suck. Because it's so ideal. What if I... Okay. This would be good. Either you can have this or this. If you're gonna sacrifice this, I'm gonna refuse. I'm not gonna refuse to this one though. If it's Dragon Zone, I will take Dragon Zone. If it's Sinnoh Circle, I'll take Sinnoh Circle. If I want to use both, might as well give up this. I just don't want to give up this one. So yeah, I think this would be the build for Neo Champion Dawn in 5 out of 5. If I decide to do that. Okay. Hmm. Let's play some Pokemon Masters EX music here. Okay. What is Battle Blue? Let's see, 15 minutes. Okay. Just wait for the music. Okay. We're gonna be ranking for number 3. And this goes to Anniversary Blue. with Dragonite. And they are a strike physical sync pair. Physical strike sync pair. And look at it. Look at Blue's anniversary outfit. He looks majestic. Just like Lance. Okay, like Dawn, his EX role is Field. And you know what's strange? I do acknowledge that DNA just can turn some Pokemon some weird that is outside of their niche opposed to the main games. Okay. Mega Dragonite. Game Freak makes Mega Dragonite as a special attacker. You heard right. It's a special attacker. We do know Mega Dragonite is a special attacker. Made bounce created by Game Freak. So that Dragonite can know how to spam hurricanes and air slashes. And if you want to take a gamble, you want to do the Hyper Beam back in the days. But we do know it's kind of a jobber move at this point. For Dragonite, I guess. In this game, DNA turned Mega Dragonite as a physical attacking DPS. So Blue is basically a flying type specialist in Pokemon Master CX. Really surprising! First he sinks first with Pidgeot, and then he dons an Arc Suit out with the same Pokemon, which is Pidgeot, and their special Arc Suit flying type DPS. And now he's gaining an EX Master out with Dragonite as a physical attacker. And yes, this is their stats. Normal Dragonite 586. And then make sense for a Dragonite, a normal one. Mega Evolve, 703 is the one that increased. And then with the field EX roll. Dude, this is weird. Mega Dragonite is a special attacker in the main series. In Pokemon Masters EX, Mega Dragonite is a physical attacker. Well, we don't forget Mega Charizard Y is a physical attacker despite the said Mega Evolution is a special attacker. Or did I say... Yeah, I said Mega Charizard Y is a physical attacker in Pokemon Masters EX. And then... Mega Charizard X, a Fire Dragon type Mega Evolution of Charizard, which is a mixed attacker, but it's more proficient on using physical attacks thanks to Top Claws. And they turned... and DNA turned it into a special attacker. It's kinda absurd. Yeah, you do know that Charizard is mostly using fire. Radiant's fire. Why can't they just change the the fires from Blast Bird into blue ones? In match of the colors, of course. Okay, let's discuss. Okay, Master EX Master passive skill, Kanto's Wings of Mercy, which is basically an EX Master Flag Bearer passive skill with the Flying Zone extension. This would be good when paired with his own Signature Suit out, and at the same time, he's benefit with Special Costume Larry, and of course, Arc Suit Ethan. And then you've got Kieth Dragon Master's Teachings, which can turn normal type moves into flying type moves. Flying Shift. And he can instantly set up EX Flying Zone. What a surprise! So he's like new champion Brendan, but more on flying type, where you can set up an EX field effect, an EX field when entering the battle. Imagine you can pair it with Arc Suit Ethan, especially in 3 out of 5 or 4 out of 5 or 5 out of 5 for that juicy extension. And then with the effect of Kanto's Wings of Mercy's Flying Zone Extension 3. But not only that, it also maximizes Dragonite's attack stat by 6 stat ranks. And they have the new effect, Endure and Restore effect, every time they debut in a battle. Mostly, these 3 would be activated at once. And the good thing about Endure and Restore, it's a built-in sturdy effect and an HP full restore. Except it's basically max potion effect, where you can fully restore. Where after you got 1 HP, you'll instantly gonna be restore your HP by a full amount. And then let the party begin. The obligatory P moves and S moves crit for Anniversary Blue and Dragonite to deal crits, and at the same time, whenever they use their sync move, when Mega Dragonite Mega Evolves, especially Mega Dragonite Mega Evolves, they will gain an additional sync buff, which means you'll have 2 sync buffs if you use them first. It's kind of cool. It makes his Arc Suit alt with Pidgeot a run for its money. Excuse me. I know, they have entry freebie. What do you know? It's good. It's decent. Okay, let's start with the moves. Their main attack is White Wings Aerial Ace. Okay. It's a flying physical move that can hit all opponents. It costs 3 move gauges. By the way, Neo Champion Dawn's Shining Pearl Dragon Pulse also costs 3 move gauges. And this will be instantly activated. Once Blue and Dragonite enters the battle, with their maximized attack stat, this will be instantly activated. And of course, since it's aerial ace, it will never miss. Also, they happen to have a 30% effect, a 30% chance of making the target flinch. And the power and chance of applying additional effects of this move are not lowered even if there are multiple targets. So, it's an extend range effect, which is good. I do wish that's the same thing as for Neo Champion Dawn. I don't know why they didn't do that. And yes, you got one of these passives, these 2 body moves that can only be used for one. Let's start first with Split Second Extreme Speed. A 300 base power move, 1 out of 5, and then in 5 out of 5 it's 360. Hit all opponents. And its effect is can always hit. You can use Split Second Extreme Speed instantly. It will permanently gonna be lowering the target's defense stat by 6 stat ranks. And it of course extend range effect. What do you expect? No extend range effect? Come on. And of course, they allow to reduce this user's sync move countdown by 3. First time the attack move is successful each battle. However, its activation condition is when Dragonite is in its normal form. Its deactivation condition is when Dragonite Mega Evolves. So you can use this move first and then go White Wings whatever. You can use this. You can use Split Second Extreme Speed instantly, and then you go White Wings Aerial Ace if you have to for damage. Then you'll Mega Evolve into Mega Dragonite. Without further ado, let's discuss with the Mega Dragonite effects. We'll start with Unrivaled Giga Impact, which will be it deals a 350 base power move. It is always gonna hit. And this one happens to have a multiplier, has a sync buff multiplier. Imagine that Blue and Pidgeot has 2 sync buffs for the entire team, and then it's going to be using that move. It'll be super duper. It'll hit good. It'll hit great. And then the more the user's sync buff is raised, the more its sync buff countdown is reduced the first time this move is successful each battle. So, let's just say, when you use this move, let's say, Blue and Dragonite uses this move, And then you got the entire team has a sync buff of 2. It's gonna be also reducing the sync move countdown by 2. But if you got many, if you pair it with, let's just say with, you could wait with with Anniversary Gloria, and then with Anniversary Gloria, and then you sync move with Cinderace, and then you get the triple sync buff, or with OG Red with the sync move with the triple sync buff. And then whenever you're gonna use it, and imagine using when you have 5 sync buffs or 8, and it's gonna reduce in using Unrivaled Giga Impact right away. And yes, let's talk about their status moves. I mean, their trainer move, I should say. But I'll be right back because I need to drink water. Okay, I'm back. Wait. What? Sorry that my mom's just bothering me again. Anyway. Okay. My mom wants to make me finish on very, very fast, so. Okay. I'll give you the nutshell version of it. Man. I mean, this is the only time I'm gonna be doing this. You know what sucks about when you're only sharing one room for to sleep and then suddenly you got a curfew? This really stinks. And Friday is gonna be the release of the anniversary sync pairs, of course. Or should it specifically the number 1 rank? Okay. So then, come on is removing. It's basically full restore. It's basically status condition remover and especially the interference remover. And it will also have a damage guard next effect, which is going to be using Protect. And once Mega Dragonite Mega Evolves, once you pass Mega Dragonite, you'll have a sync move up next effect by 10. Of course, it's obviously going to be Mega Evolving your Dragonite by a sync move, and then bam. This one. And their sync move, Power of Love Fly. 160 and 92. Weird, why it's weak? At least the two. However, since they're Mega Evolution, you can use the sync grids on the left to increase the power. So, okay, I won't discussing about doing the grid builds, only for the first one. Okay, so passives in 1 out of 5, Ground Guard and Headstrong. 2 is Aerial Acceleration 2, Flying Zone is basically an HP recovery 1, Barrel Roll, Dual Barrel Roll for damage reduction, Healthy Benefits 5 when its HP is full, referencing Mega Dragonite's ability, Multiscale. Then, in 3 out of 5, Anniversary Blue has Returning Strike 9. Especially whenever you're going to be using the area. When you hit all opponents, and then you'll recharge. Imagine you could use the Extreme Speed as normal Dragonite, and then suddenly 3 move gauge free in 3 out of 5. And then you can use the Aerial Ace. Haymaker for Nuke, and then you got Team Sync Move Physical Boost by 2-9. Every time the team uses their sync move, Aerial Power 3, which is powers up the user's moves when the zone is a flying zone. Then first hit Flying Zone for increased duration for the EX Flying Zone in 3 out of 5, and Adrenaline 1. Then in 5 out of 5 is Superior Seniority, which basically Kanto Circle Physical on field, and then has the Kanto Circle Physical Extension 3. Really good if you like blue. For the move effect grid skills, Move Gauge Refresh 3 for White Wings Aerial Ace, Numbing Blow 4 for same move to Paralyze. Oh, it's got Move Gauge Refresh mostly for the body moves. You got Unrivaled, Giga Impact, who needs that? And then you've got, yeah, seriously, who needs this? Unless it's a connection, which is basically a bait. In 4 out of 5, you got Unrivaled, Giga Impact. First move, Restore MP1. Whenever after you use Unrivaled Giga Impact. You know, the sync nuke something, and yes. Remember 160, and then add with another plus 60 here. It becomes a 220 sync move. So that's Anniversary Blue. He's also currently need as well. He's tempting to pull, especially when I lack physical flying type DPS. My most reliable one is a large unit. Large Skyla on Pheasant. Yeah, weird for Steven still got power crept. If it wasn't for that only for that bad Mega Evolution boost that he got, only speed as Mega Rayquaza, that's kinda sad. Okay. I think it's time to switch some music. And that is, we're going to be talking about the second ranked number 2. Okay, for number 2, my priority list is Neo Champion Lucas. Okay, I know what you're wondering. Why Neo Champion Lucas ranks higher than Anniversary Blue in my opinion. Keith, do you hate Origin Form Dialga, right? Here's the reason why Neo Champion Lucas becomes a more higher priority than Anniversary Blue in my opinion. Needed I say more? My gosh. Lucas really deserves this alt, man. Now let's discuss with his passive skills. Okay, by the way, New Champion Lucas, let's see if he has something cool. Okay, he's got Sinu's Unbreakable Brilliance, which is he has the Master Passive skill, which boosts in powers of the moves and sync moves of all allied sync pairs by 20, and then reduce attack move and sync move damage taken by all allied sync pairs by 25. And then it becomes more powerful when paired with Sinnoh sync pairs. And then he has Sinnoh Circle Defensive Extension 5. When you pair him with sync pairs that can set up Sinnoh Circle Defensive like Follow, that would be nuts. And now let's discuss for his passives. Total Control of Time. He's got... Dude, this is the reason why he's up. EX Dragon Zone debut. And then a debut Sinnoh Circle Defense on field, which is can activate by Sinnoh's Unbreakable Brilliance, which can extend its duration. And then he got a team defense and special defense up 4. You can raise the entire team's defense and special defense stat by 4, just simply entering the battle. Especially EX Dragon Zone. Remember New Champion Dawn? He's a perfect partner. They're perfectly paired together. And do you know who can also benefit to spam the EX Dragon Zone stack up? New Year Lana. Excuse me. Okay, you can use New Champion Lucas as a tank support, and then you can use New Year Lana as a battery. But sometimes you don't have to need her that much. And do you know which sync pair that can also benefit New Champion Lucas? It's Anniversary Red. Dude, Anniversary Red is getting a lot of bumps lately. Whenever new dragon type sync pairs appear, Anniversary Red becomes even stronger. And whenever there's gonna be a for towers, for Pasio Tower in dragon type, you gotta have Lucas and Dawn and then Red. Boom. Shakalaka. And he's got... why? Physical special boost up 1 by 1/9 every time when setting up for circle and field effect. for weather, terrain, and zone? Oh my gosh. Can you just combine all of them for one time? Yeah, this is basically... Yeah, he's a support, not gonna lie, but... I'm still gonna... He's still more higher priority than Blue. Because he's a support. But I have to admit, it's kinda too basic. Why can't they just fused up? My gosh. Why? Anyway, let's talk about... Oh yeah, by the way, he has Impervious as a lucky skill. And as a support, if you got his Tower Lucky Cookie, and if you got Team Triage Tank 9, you're good to go. Let's discuss on the moves. Shatterproof Dragon Breath. It costs 1 move gauge, is a 120 base power move, and hits all opponents. So, it activates when Dialga's defense stat is raised, and it will never deactivate. And it has an extend range effect for some reason. The good thing is, they're a debuffer. It can debuff the target's attack and special attack stat by 2 stat ranks. It can leave the target either flinched, confused, or trapped for any of the interference. He can instantly paralyze the opposing sync pairs. Instantly. It would be benefit for stages that need to what is it again? That it's be immune by, that needs to be inflicted by a status condition like paralysis. I think burn, poison, paralysis, and trap is more beneficial than maybe confused, sleep, freeze, and flinch. I don't know if confusion can be removed in Pokemon Master CX. Yes, he has Sinnoh Solidarity, which is good. And he's got a limited use of the 200 base power move in 1 out of 5 of Brilliant Diamond Roar of Time. So it will activate whenever Lucas and Dialga uses their sync move. And then it will deactivate when it's already used. It will always gonna hit, except it's only hit for one opponent. So it never miss. It reduced this whoa. And it reduced the user sync move countdown by 9 or 1 time. Using Brilliant Diamond Roar of Time. It makes sense. It's like, dude, it's like Made in Heaven. You know Made in Heaven from JoJo's Bizarre Adventure? Yeah, it accelerates time. So, it literally used Brilliant Diamond Made in Heaven Roar of Time. Let's call it Made in Heaven Roar of Time because it's canonically, it's not canon. No, it's, what is it again? I forgot that term. It's just, yeah, I just forgot that term. It's like literally in reference, specific or referential. That's kind of sick. And yes, it grants the 4 stat ranks of all the entire team's physical move up next effect and special moves up next effect. And then he has Glorious Control of Time, which which is basically an omni potion by 40, their maximum HP. And yes, it removes status conditions and interference conditions. That's why he's amazing. So I think he's technically uh Anniversary Gloria. Except there's one problem, which I'm gonna talk about sooner. Yes, he got 2 temporal creation 4 of time, which he can, yes, he EX roll, he can set up Dragon Zone. But there's one problem, which we're gonna talk about later on, unless I missed something. Okay, passive skill, passives, 1 out of 5 is Antitoxin Unflappable, and then you got circles like, and Dragon Zone effects like Circle HP Recovery 1, Circle Attack Move Damage Reduction 2, and then Draconic Acceleration 2 for Move Gauge in Dragon Zone, and then Entry Team Attack and Special Attack 2, raising when entering the battle, it's Team Attack 2 and 3. And then Safe Start, it's Team Safety Net when entering, in 3 out of 5. And then Team's Crit Immunity in Circle, and he's got Team Sharp Entry 3 when entering the battle, which is good. First 8-4, and then Dragon Zone Extension 3, which is good. And then for 4 out of 5, he's got Sinnoh Solidarity MP0 Restore MP1. When the Sinnoh Solidarity is MP is running out, and then bam, restore. Then our World's Flowing Time for 5 out of 5. So we got Head Start 3, Saving in the Battle, and then the additional one. So he's good, he's more amazing in 5 out of 5, which is kind of a shame. The good thing is that he's got a benefit in 2 out of 5 for Shatterproof Dragon Breath, Move Gauge Refresh 3, then Mind Games 9 for reducing special defense, Defense Crush 9 for defense stats. Then you got Glorious Control of Time, Heals Move Team Gradual Healing, and then it grants the Gradual Healing effect after using the full Restore Stun. And then first move Restore MP1 when you use this move. Okay, I can see. Yeah, kind of a big flop that I hype him up too much because he's a support. Yeah, because he's a support. That's why I rank him over Anniversary Blue. Especially he sets up EX Dragon Zone. But here's the problem. He wasn't being able to. He does not have an effect of increasing an additional sync buff, which new champion, which Anniversary Gloria and OG Red has. Yeah, the additional sync buff. That's what he kind of lacks. And I still rank him up over Anniversary Blue for a reason. Because he's a support. I mean, not gonna lie, supports are important, right? But then, he's still a priority. And now, the moment you've been waiting for. Let's say with the ninja. Oh, This one is from Final Fantasy 13 too. But I know it's official, but
New and improved Kopi Ko
oh boy, I gotta get. Alright, I think we're gonna wait for the. How? Okay. Okay, and number one, why I rank this sync pair? Why I rank this sync pair over Anniversary Blue, New Champion Dawn, and New Champion Lucas? Because you already know what I posted on the community post. Ladies and gentlemen, the one who's gonna be taking my gems, the one who's gonna make me salty forever for this darn anniversary because of my bad luck, it's none other than Anniversary Serena. So, yes, you heard it. Anniversary Serena. She passes the torch to New Champion Dawn as the best special dragon type DPS. And now she's trying to take it a new role. Trying to be the best dark type, physical dark type DPS, alongside with trying to compete against Giacomo. Okay, and the interesting thing is, she can Mega Evolve her Greninja that she sync pairs as her in her new champion alt. Amazing, right? Which means, by this time, they are a physical strike sync pair. But we know that Greninja is proficiently of throwing water shurikens, right? Well, he can slash out night slashes. And yes, her EX role is speed. And she's the one who's gonna be taking all of my gems and shafted me to scout points. But the worst thing is, I've already maxed out my Arvin and my Bostiff to 5 out of 5, and Akari is gonna be reaching 5 out of 5 sooner or later. And you got the Mega Greninja look. Okay. Stats. And this is what, yeah, it looks like. It's a mixed attacker and the speed set is higher. But when you Mega Evolve it, it becomes 580. Okay. Let's start with the passive skills. Kalos' Ruler of Shadows. Master passive Flagbearer improved version with Dark Zone Extension 3. She can be paired with a big perfect pair with Gym Leader Marnie, and of course Signusid Guzzler Giovanni. Because why not? Because she has Dark Zone Extension 3. And of course, let's talk about Majestic Ninja. She has an entry of Sync Countdown Reduction 3 by 3 and Ferocious Entry 6. Which means they can reduce the sync move countdown by 3. It will become 6 once just entering the battle. And then it'll max out Greninja's offensive stats, attack and special attack stat, by 6. And then her second is, my gosh, this is why she's kinda good. Vigilance, Impervious, and Condition Nullification. Victorious Reflexes. My gosh, I'm overhyping this one, but for a good reason. Victorious Reflexes, she has Vigilance, she has Impervious, and she is immune to status conditions and interferences. And then she has Let the Party Begin, your obligatory P moves and S moves crit, and at the same time, he has a sync buff! Additional sync buff! Which means after you use her sync move to Mega Evolve Greninja into Mega Greninja, you'll have a double sync buff. My gosh! You have one job, new champion Lucas! You need to increase just one more sync buff and you'll be good. I guess we can say safe to say that Gloria is still currently the best support sync pair in the game. DNA really loves Gloria. I hope when she's gonna be getting a Neo champion out sooner or later. But what about the Paldea ones though? Just kidding. This is more on offense. It really benefits Serena. For crits, for immunities, and of course, offenses. Go all out. Anniversary Serena's Lucky Cookie. Move gauge refresh 9. Just simply have those moves. Just 1 out of 5. I think we're good to go. Now let's discuss with the sync move. Let's discuss about the movesets. The moves. Moonlit Night Slash. 1 out of 5, 230. Whoa. And it costs... The bad thing is... It costs us 4 move gauge, which is kind of fine. At least you want a very strong Night Slash, of course. You want Greninja to slash the opponents with a Ninja Blade, with a Ninja Sword, with a Katana. And this one, activation condition, attack has been raised. And what? The activation condition is when the user's attack stat is not raised? It's kind of weird. Honestly, it should be cannot be deactivated, to be honest. It's pointless unless, yeah. Which means Anniversary Serena cannot Anniversary Serena stats cannot be nullified and lowered. And this was always going to be used. And then they got a water type move. Air Cutting Water Shuriken. Every time whenever they use this move, Moonlit Night Slash, any of these moves that they have, it will activate right away. With the activation condition though, it will when this move is used, except there's no limit. It's indefinite. However, there's a catch. It's RNG. 2 to 5 times in a row. It never misses though. And it increases the user's physical moves up next effect by 1 rank for each hit. Let's just say Greninja uses Water Shuriken twice, hits 2 times to 2 physical move up next effect. 3, 3, 4, 4, and 5, 5. But we're not going to be talking about that once we Mega Evolve it. Then we've got Glowing Mist Feint Attack. It activates when the team's sync pair uses a sync move once. This will activate, and then after using it, it will deactivate. It costs 1 move gauge, and it deals 320 in 1 out of 5, and then what is it again? Ah yes, it hits all opponents. In 5 out of 5, 384. It's always gonna hit. Of course, it's feint attack. Have you ever seen a feint attack that miss? Unless, besides besides the opposing Pokemon using protection moves. And this is interesting. It's also based on its multipliers based on sync buff. Whoa. And the interesting thing, turns the field, it can set up Dark Zone for 1 time. And now let's talk about their trainer move. I'm going to win! Which literally increases Greninja's physical moves up next effect and special moves up next effect by 5 ranks. As if Greninja Mega Evolves, sync move up next effect by 10. And they have Stylish Ambush Night Slash as their sync move. Can hit all opponents when 6-star EX, and with the EX, thanks to the EX rule fact, they're gonna be setting up the Dark Zone immediately. But with the 160 base power, it'll be compensate with the additional grid for a Mega Evolution, additional sync grid for a sync move. But now, let's Mega Evolve Greninja. Because there's something's gonna be changed for air cutting Water Shuriken. Supersonic Water Shuriken. And it's a 1-hit attack move by 300 power in 1 out of 5, and in 5 out of 5, 360. And instead of relying on just the number of Water Shurikens, it can instantly increase Greninja's physical move up next effect by 5. And I'm gonna say, this is the Legend ZA version of Mega Greninja. And I'm gonna say this. Game Freak, why? Why? You just give Greninja a Mega Evolution, and then in Pokemon Champions, you just gave him its ability Protean, which is its current state, the post Gen 9 Protean, they can only change their type per switch, and Water Shuriken can hit 2 to 5 times. You did good. You did great in Legend ZA when it comes to Mega Greninja and how he fights. But you're gonna learn from Crush Bori's Never Turn Back song? One step forward, two step back, 100,000 pounds sitting on your backs? By not giving us signature ability when it Mega Evolves? Like, why? Now Greninja can't hurl the water shuriken in champions. All he's gonna rely now is Hydro Palms, Ice Beams, and Dark Pulses. That's it. Why? And the most interesting thing is that you just give a signature ability to Mega Electros of all people. Levitate and Beast Boost effect. Why? Anyway, the frustration aside, like, why Game Freak? Why just give him Protean in Champions? It should have been a signature ability. Pre-Gen 9 nerf Protean with a stronger version of Water Shuriken which he can hit once. I can't believe this, man. So, like I said, this is the Legend ZA version. Serena is using the Legend ZA version of Mega Greninja. Now, let's go for the builds. Psychic Guard for 1 out of 5. That's kind of lame. But at least Greninja's got the good stuff there, which I can understand, I guess. But then, this will be a 2 out of 5 one. Is Umbral Acceleration and Free Sync Move Boost 3. And he's got Umbral Healing, Dark Zone Attack Move Damage Reduction 2. A first hit Dark Zone, which is good. In 3 out of 5. And then, yeah, 3 out of 5 is making Anniversary Serena into a Dark Zone. A Dark Zone setter. First hit Dark Zone, and then using Night Slash, bam. You can set up Dark Zone. And then it's got a multiplier with under Dark Zone P moves and S moves up 5. Got Discombobulate 9 for lowering accuracy, just like its new champion alt. And then water type hit, interference 1 kind that can literally going to be trapping opponents with water shuriken, which is basically a one-hit gamble, I guess. But it's kind of good if you're going to be using the dark type stages, I guess. Then they got Entry Physical Special Boost 5 when entering the battle, Endurance, Brain Power, Midpoint Mint 5 for Restoration, for the 4 out of 5 first sync move team Dark Rebuff down reduction 1, which is lowers the type rebuff, which acts Anniversary Serena as a never mind. Of course lowering type rebuffs by entering or reducing the sync entering and using sync move is a arc suit thing. And then 5 out of 5, check out my luck, which is basically Kalos Circle Physical, setting up Kalos Physical Kalos Circle, and has an extension as well, which is good. For move effect, Moonlit Night Slash Move Gauge 3, 2 out of 5. I'm going to win Super Preparation 9 for super effective. MP Refresh 2 for stat move. And Glowing Feint. going miss paint attack. Nothing special with these. Because I think this is where Serena kind of needs the most. And yes, these stuff. Okay. Time for the 3 out of 5 move because I might be... Of course. Elevate her to 3 out of 5. We gotta feed her candies. Nope. This one. This one. Okay. This will be good. Now for the good stuff here. Okay. Defense 5, then Dark Zone. This is really good, to be honest. And then endurance, speed, special defense stuff, and then entry sync boost 2, and then or type hit. Nothing special, to be honest. But come to think of it, this was very decent. Unless if we're gonna do with this one. I kind of feel bad for myself for this one. Yeah, it's kind of weird. If you need this, you need to remove this one. Or this one. Because Dark Zone is all you gotta do. Yeah, for now, this will be my build. There! That's it. 3 out of 5! You can switch if I cannot be proficient for water type attacks. Brain power and then Dark Zone stuff. Unless if I'm gonna be switching around and swap it up. Brain power, if it's Dark Zone or Nuke, or without interference and brain power. Man, it's kind of complicated. But if I'm gonna tell you, yeah, she's kind of 1 out of 5. And this would be the ones that I can go for 260 base power. For now, she's decently good in 1 out of 5. But if you want to make her better, it's 3 out of 5. But let's review. I think I'm okay that you guys is gonna be pulling for Blue and or Dawn. Because I think they have kind of better grids. But I just simply love Anniversary Serena's kit. And the big reason is that, yep, because Greninja's awesome. That's why. Yeah, I think you need this one. But to be frankly honest... Wait! Moonlit Night Slashes also has a move gauge or recharging strike 9. So if you got move gauge refresh 9, this one becomes when hitting one opponent, it becomes move gauge refresh by 2/9. So that's it. Okay, I'm gonna be aiming for. I will be going to be aiming for Anniversary Serena. And she's likely going to take my 27.6k gems. And then I'll be farming for the 9,000 gems and then waste on her. The only thing I can cope for now is I'm hoping I'll get lucky to get her. But many players are going for strike sync pairs. So yeah, that's my ranking. Let's see, Planet Quiz. We need to Factory. So in conclusion, I'm going I'm going for I'm going to be aiming for rank 1 is Anniversary Serena. Because I do really need a brand new dark type DPS. The second one, the second priority is new champion Lucas because he's a support. Third, Anniversary Blue. And fourth is new champion Dawn. I do agree that we're also gonna be getting Cynthia's alts, which are both supports. The first one is her. The first one is her Neo. The first one, I think the support that will be given to us is her summer alt, where she's in a summer outfit and she sync pairs with Milotic, which happens to be my current reliable water type Pokemon to use in Pokemon Champions. He's a good Dragon Slayer, by the way. All it takes is an Ice Beam and set up a coil and then Hydro Pump. With competitive as an ability whenever its stats has been decreased for buffs. And then, yes, we're also going to get another Cynthia unit, which is her with Glaceon. And speaking of which, I finally have my very first regular Cynthia from the Ticket Scout. It's so cool. I only level her up with I only 6-star EX her for the song. I think the case for Lucas and Dawn could change. Because, yeah, I happen to have a very good Sinnoh support, by the way. But the reason why I want to prioritize Lucas is because he can paralyze the opponent, raises the defense, and at the same time, he's a premium support syncer in EX Master rarity that can set up EX Dragon Zone. You can use New Year Lana for battery or red. Oh my gosh, I can't wait for that. It's kind of a priority. Yeah, I can't believe that I'm downgraded Dawn. I think there's a reason why I might not be able to pull for Neo Champion Dawn. Mega Zygarde. Because who knows, Mega Zygarde might debut soon. And I'm thinking Harmony might don a Signa suit and she might become an EX Master Sync pair with Zygarde. Which means she's gonna be bearing the mantle, bearing the torch of Signasuit Serena as a Zygarde unit. I would be shocked if Harmony, if Sync pair with Zygarde will become an EX Fair Sync pair. I just want them to be just the EX Master Sync pair. Just like, Signasuit Serena as a Master Sync pair with Zygarde. Well, one thing I can expect is that, thanks to Legend ZA, Zygarde can Mega Evolve. When in complete form, of course. So I can see, like I said, for the discussions, like Mega Zygarde, okay, Zygarde's gonna be entering in its complete form right away, and then once you Mega Evolve it, it'll become Mega Zygarde complete. And I think it has to do with reducing the Fairy type rebuff of the opponents. Because the reason why I was anticipating for the Mega Zygarde Sync pair, and I wish it would be an EX Master one, because of Nihil Light. Sure, I don't forgive Game Freak for turning Mega Greninja into a jobber in Pokemon Champions, but my gosh, I think they go all out on Zygarde. And especially Mega Zygarde with its Blimp Cannon, with its 216 stat, and its special attack stat. So it's lately going to be a more stronger version, right? So yeah, that's the reason why I technically put New Champion Dawn lower on the list, on my priority list, is because of I'm anticipating for Mega Zygarde to debut. And I was thinking, do you think we'll be getting a Paxton, or are we gonna be right away getting Signasuit Harmony? If we be getting Paxton as an EX Master Sync pair and it's Zygarde, oh boy, I might be pulling for that. I might be pulling for that. And yeah, which leaves Tawny with the Mega Embor. Too bad. Hilda already got the New Champion alt with Iron Leaves. Maybe if Hilda and gains an Arc Suit alt, she might get Mega Embor. Yeah, the possibility is endless. So, which means endless possibilities of Mega Evolution. And yes, it's kind of sad I wasn't being able to get Arc Suit Diantha. But on the bright side, if I didn't able to get Arc Suit Diantha, then I can look forward for AZ's Floette. Especially AZ's Mega Floette. Yeah, I think this is a brand new opportunity that comes. Yeah, I can agree that Master Sync pairs, EX Master Sync pairs and RC Sync pairs have more advantage over the regular ones. But there are some units that can make some Master Sync pairs or EX Master Sync pairs are run for their money. Like Palatine Adamant, who literally is a better version of Signasuit Nemona because of his body move that has a piercing blows effect. So yeah, And here's kind of a condition. So, I am super duper worried about this anniversary. Since I had 27, since I have 26k gems, with soon to be tomorrow, going to be 27.6k gems. Why I'm worried is because Serena is gonna chat me. Like, or should I say, every anniversary of Pokemon Masters EX, with the exceptions of, that is basically DPS units, with the exception of the debut of Arc Suit units, it's gonna shaft me so bad. My luck is so bad. So, I pull for, in 3rd anniversary, I pulled for Ash, he shafted me. I pulled for New Champion Red, he shafted me. I pulled for Single Suit Lear, he shafted me. And yes, I'm shocked that I didn't get a single Lear. And yes, Anniversary Red in 6th anniversary, he shafted me. I suppose that like Anniversary Gloria and Anniversary Irida are so grateful. They're so merciful, and I got so lucky to get them for one pull. You hear that, Red? One pull, Gloria and Irida came home. One multi-pull. One multi, each of them. And I guess still's gonna say 6.5 anniversary is basically my luckiest pull. I got Juliana in the second multi, and then Florian in 2 single pulls. Florian is by far my luckiest, since Signusuit Roxy, which is a limited Pokefair Sync Fair, mind you. Okay, if Serena shafted me, then my plan for Lucas is gonna be in Gear Party. If I won't be able to get him, then I'm screwed. Time to go with it, Villain Arc, and pull for the X-Slasher Synchro. And I'm gonna be stating this on my rant soon on Discord. And here's what I'm gonna say. I think I'm gonna be looking for my experience. So the Arc Suit banners of Arc Suit Diantha and Arc Suit Gita has given me a certain important lesson. If you're having a very worrisome weak mentality of saving for anniversary, it gets tiring. It's a test. They become a test of whether if you're worthy to pull for the anniversary units or not. It's a big gamble, and at the end of the day, the house always wins. That's why I wasn't being able to get Arc Suit Diantha. But the thing is, will I be able to get Anniversary Serena in succession? Or the anniversary curse, or the Pokemon Masters EX anniversary curse will be still continues. Especially when pulling for the DPS first. Okay, if I get lucky, and like I said, if I get lucky on Serena, I might be gunning for Lucas, and then Blue, if enough. And then for Blue, and then I'll try for Dawn if I can. Especially Blue. For now, Serena and Lucas are basically my safest bets. So that is it for now. I think I'm gonna be. Oh. And by far, we don't have a tech sync pair at the moment for higher rarity for me to raise to 3 or 5 out of 5. Unless we might gain an OG blue with Eevee. We might gain an Eevee unit that is an EX Master sync pair, which I could fear. Or, better yet, or worse, things worse, we might be gaining Arc Suit, Leaf, and Eevee because November is Eevee Day. I mean, it's Eevee month. Evolution. We might get Arc Suit, Leaf if that happens. Especially when paired with Eevee. And I fear Arc Suit that might hurt. So, but to be honest, here's what I'm going to say. For now, I think I'm gonna be retired from polling on preceding Arc Suit sync pairs from the preceding month, unless I'm not gonna be polling for Arc Suit pairs, unless for one from these conditions. I'll repeat it again. I'll say it clearly. I'm not gonna be polling for Arc Suit pairs in many conditions. Number one, if these are the contained sync pairs that I want. Red, if it's Pikachu. Leaf, if it's either Eevee or Venusaur. If it's a special grass type DPS. If it's a physical ice type DPS. But I do believe we might be getting Chen Pao. If it's Gladian, yes, I'm in Arc Suit Gladian Code because I mean we have Silvally exists. Like come on. And of course it's not. We will also anticipate one Arc Suit sync pair if we have Arceus as the Pokemon they sync pair. But the question is, which character that will Arceus sync pairs with? Of course I'm gonna be permanently polling for the Arceus unit. And number two, and the reason why I might be refusing. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm also anticipating for the Arc Suit Wally code because of Gallade. And yes, and number three, okay, and let's say in two, if DNA decides to rework the scout point system, specifically the Arc Suit pairs, if they want to maintain the 500 scout points requirement, so be it. I'll just rather cove and wait for them to rework the scout point system for the Arc Suit pairs. And what I'm talking about is my ideal scout point rework. Scout points under Arc Suit pairs will be carried over. This is the one that I want them to rework on. Because let's be honest, Pokemon Masters EX's scout point system is outdated. Gacha games like Genshin Impact, Wuthering Waves, Honkai Star Rail, Sunless Zone Zero, they have a pity limit. I just prefer their pity system though. They can carry it over, but I still don't like, but their 50-50 condition one is bad. Not gonna lie. But, I prefer the Arc Suit Sync pairs. The Arc Suit pairs can have their scout points carried over to the next. And yes, I would prefer Arc Suit pairs to share the same scout points. All of them can share the scout points. They can share the scout points, and then when you go pity on scout points, when you go pity, reach pity, you can snag in one of them. That would be a win-win. And honestly, that's what I want for their Arc Suit fairs, man. I wish they should implement it. I wish they should rework their scout point systems. If they're gonna be maintaining the 500 scout points, I want them to rework their scout point systems for the Arc Suit fairs. As in when. I want them. Because I also want the Arc Suit Sync pairs. Because releasing them after a preceding month, it's really annoying. Not gonna lie, it's annoying. That's why I want DNA to rework their scout point system specifically for the Arc Suit fairs. If they want to maintain the 500 scout points, rework them. Make the scout points of Arc Suit fairs carried over to the next one after a preceding scout Arc Suit fair. Make all scout points of every Arc Suit fairs shared. Like for example, you're pulling on a certain Arc Suit fair, and then you don't get one, and then you got 33 points, and then the other Arc Suit fair banner will be carried over the previous pull that you've done. Yeah, this is the one that I want. For now, if they're giving me an Arc Suit fair that is not to my liking, that is not based on Red, not based on Leaf, not based on Gladian, not based on Arceus, not based on Wally in Gallade, not based on the Grass type special DPS, not based on the physical Ice type DPS, I'm not gonna bother to pull for them. Unless you have to remind me not to. Yeah, I just gotta stick to saving gems if I can. Yeah, you consider that I'm having villain arc towards the Arc Suit fairs. I'm still gonna be anticipated for the Arceus Sync pair. I'm not gonna bother to pull on the current Arc Suit fairs system if that's their scout points. If they're still gonna be releasing like tremendous, unless like I said, if the units are Red and Pikachu, Leaf and Eevee, or Leaf and Venusaur, or Gladian Silvally, or the Arceus unit, or Wally and Gallade. So that's it. I think it's time for me to go to nap. I might be posting my rant over. So I wish you good luck for the anniversary, especially on Serena. I might be making a stream on Friday night if I can find a chance. So anyway, that's it for now. This is Kieth Dragonflame, and I'll be see you guys next time. Hasta la vista!